Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakurazo here, coming at you guys with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch for you guys today. And it's been 9 days since we've had a regular Market Watch, so I'm sorry about the delay, but the last Market Watch was a King's Court specific Market Watch, because that set really did need its own video, and you guys really loved that. It hit like 65 likes, a lot of comments, so to those who watched that video and even liked and commented, I just want to say I appreciate it a lot. Hopefully this video can also get 65 likes. That would be awesome. Before we get into it though, I do have two small announcements. First things first is I will be changing the channel icon soon because I'll be honest, Madolche Queen Tiramisu, I love Madolche, but it's time for a change. Time for like my own icon, and I'm working on that right now with someone. So if you're wondering why you don't see my icon, you just see Team Sakurazo, I'll hopefully be changing the icon in about a month. Another thing I will also be doing is I'll be actually improving the thumbnail game on these market watches. Now, you guys don't mind the thumbnail. I know the people who watch this video don't come for the thumbnail at all. They come here for the information because I have some of the best market watches in the game. I understand that, but it's never bad to have a bad thumbnail. So in the future, in the next 2 weeks to maybe a month, remember to look at the title fully, because if you guys see a thumbnail, I can't tell you what it is, but I think it's going to be very charming. I think you guys are really going to like it. But look at the full title of the video, because it might be a market watch, but it might be a little bit unrecognizable. It'll still have cards and all that, but I can't say exactly what. I need to keep it as a surprise. I think you guys are really, really gonna love that. The last thing is if you guys didn't see it, I actually did post a collection video right here. Um, so go check it out. I actually have some really, really good editing and all that. It's only got 300 views, which is quite odd since the last collection video I did got like 1,300 views overall. So if you have not checked that video out and you're wondering where that collection video is, there it is. Go check it out. If I could get like 100 views in the next an extra 100 views in the next 2 days, that would make me really happy. But like always, before we get into it, if you guys can leave a like and subscribe, that would be great. If you're buying any cards off TCG Player, please use my affiliate link down in the description below. Helps out the channel to no additional cost to you, and consider being a YouTube channel member. I always appreciate you guys. And we're going to get right into it. Just remember that if you want to alert me of any buyouts or want me to go over any cards, let me know in the comment section below. A lot of you guys especially want me to go over all the Starlight Charmers, which I have them all up. So we're going to get to it. Destiny Hero Dasher here. Ultimate Rare is on some crackhead energy. I saw this and I couldn't help but laugh because this is not going to sell. I can tell you that. As we see here, actually, first I near event sold for 100. That's already kind of insane to me. But this is bought out, as you could tell. I told people, funny enough, and if you're an old subscriber, you know this. I told you guys to get these at like $12. First said light plays for 12. If you did, like, I have one copy because this was like one of the weird Destiny Heroes I actually really liked. I don't really like Elemental Hero cards or Destiny Hero cards very much. Destiny Heroes I'm fine with, but this was one of the ultis where I got one copy of. I can tell it's never going to sell at $100, in my opinion. I just don't think it's worth that. But if you got these for cheap, or you could get them below 60, I would definitely grab them. But yeah, a bit of a crazy buyout, but a lot of hero cards are going up. Fusion Destiny from the 2020 Tin of Lost Memories is actually going up as well. It's selling here for about $3 here. But as you can see, like, $3 here. You have someone here again, 38, but that's, $3 each. A lot of people kind of want to revert back to this deck. I don't really understand why. And we soon go to like 450 here. So if you can find any of these for $1 very cheap, I would definitely grab these for ultras, because it does say heroes, but I thought a card like this would have to have a while for it to start going up. And it's been, and plus this is the reprint as well. And it's already crazy amount. So if you have any of these lying in bulk, I would hold them for a little longer. You might have a pretty penny on your hand. I knew this was a cute penny stock, but I wonder where it's going to go. Sky Striker, Mobilize, Engage from Dark Saviors here. First ed light plays are almost $13 here. First ed near mints are going to be what, like 14, 15? Let's see here. I mean, light plays for 13 is already printed. Yeah, but 15. Well, that's Japanese. Yeah, $15 here. I think this is very, very cheap for original Engage, especially because we have it back now. I think a card like this, because Striker is a deck that people truly never want to die, I think something like this is eventually going to go back to $20, $30. if you want to grab some engagers for the future and you want to reinvest into Sky Strikers, especially if you listen to me on my calls for ultis, I would get a couple copies of First Set Dark Savior Secrets. I think that a card like this can go to the moon once again, especially if Striker get any more support, which you know it's going to eventually. It's just Striker isn't doing what everyone thought it would, and of course it's not. The deck is not completely broken. Engage is a really good card, but since it's not at really exactly splashable, I mean, you could splash it in some way, but the engine's not that good. It suffers a bit, and that's that. Sky Striker Mecha Widow Acre here, coming out of Dark Saviors first edition. Well, these are about 18 for lightly played. First eds are, we'll put actually the filter here, almost 25 bucks. It's going up there for $25 for Widow Anchor. Now, I told people to grab these around $8 because this is the card that's at 3 of, and this is what actually gives Striker a lot of their power. Because it's not once per turn, so what you do is you could interrupt them and take that monster if you desire. So you could start Widow, you could Widow Anchor 2 times, 3 times, get your stuff back with multi-roll. You know, Widow Anchor is probably one of the best cards of locking down your opponent. So I'm not shocked that this is a $25 card. Shizuku's here. I want to show how much Shizuku's are actually. They're basically $7 by me right here. Going to about $8, 8 9. So some cheap copies at 7, and then they go up to $9. Secrets, same thing. You know, 10.70 going up to about $11 here. I really think that Shizuku needed to be in like Maxim Gold or something, because if you actually look at it, it only has these two printings in the Ultimate Era, which is 132, which is funny because Kagari has a lot of cheap printings for like 50 cents, $1, but Kagari's a lot more money, so I actually find that kind of funny here. I think Ulti Shizuku's at 130 is not too bad. I told people to panic buy them at 50, 60 because it's going to go up to 100. If you listen, great job. You made a lot of money, but if you were like some of the people I told to grab these at 30s, you made even more. Sky Striker Ace Zeke here is actually $4 as well. A lot of people are finally figuring out how good this card is. It's not the best card, but if you link it, right, you can turn a face-up monster on field, banish it until your opponent's end phase. You know, with strikers and all that, sometimes they just need to remove a monster, but once per turn, you get one other card you control. This card gains 1,000 attack, send that targeted card to the graveyard. So it's basically free slaughter because, you know, you could link it off with Ray, make it Kagari / Hayate. So it's not too bad, especially because it targets, you know, you can respond, all that. I also like it because it kind of reminds me kind of a mecha, sort of, and I just really like that. But it's not a bad card. It's a one-of. It always will be a one-of, but with one printing that's almost 2 years old, I'm not surprised it's going to the $4 or $5 mark. Wing Karibo level 9. Now, I'm going to stroke my dick a little bit here. I had a 5 card time your market watch, which, by the way, barely hit the like goal, actually. I think we have, like, we barely hit it. We hit, like, about 3 likes over. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. Level 9s were about $3, $4 for lightly playeds. $5 for near mint. Lightly play is 13 going to 16 for near mint here. So if you got these when I told you, congratulations, you already tripled your money. I think this is a card that really can't really recover as well, since these GX manga promos are extremely, extremely old, and some of them are very iconic. So it's a little hard to replace them a bit. Elemental Hero Thunder Giant from Mattel Action Figure Series Promo Series 1. I told people to grab this at $5. And while it's not fully bought out, it had like 75 listings, and now it's down to 35. That's a very huge cut. And a Mattel series is something that's not replaceable, by the way. Lightly played here from a verified seller. Well, near mints are going to be $10 here. Going to about, yeah, lightly played, about 10. Yeah, so you have a little bit of leeway, but over here, it kind of goes to about $12, roughly right over here. So that's something to kind of look at right now. Near mids bottom out 15 here. I would definitely grab your copies while you can. I would go for near mids, going up to even 30 when it comes to the third page. I still think at $10, this is a very good card to grab. So I would still grab your copies while you can. But if you grab them at $5 or lower, when I told you, you already made some money. And that's always really nice. Dark Arm Dragon, Gold Series 2009. These are kind of to the moon. Lightly played 850, 11, 12. Near mids 20, 28, $80. Am I shocked? Not really. I mean, a lot of 2008, 2009 cards, especially ones that are iconic, have been going up in value recently. And I feel like Dark Arm Dragon, which is at 3, by the way, I thought this card was at 1. Fun fact, by the way, for you guys. Whenever someone who plays Yu-Gi-Oh! But kind of takes full breaks, like I did one time for about 2 years, roughly about 2 years, whenever I come back, whatever I missed, I don't know the full amount because I wasn't playing during certain sets. I wasn't playing during certain ban lists. So when this kind of went to 3, when I think I was back in the game by the time this came back to 3. I'm not too sure. I didn't really know this was at 3. Like I looked at the ban list and I look at it, but it's when you're playing when you really recognize stuff. So it's just something I want to throw out there. But yeah, lightly plates are about 850. I would actually grab these lightly plates right here. I think they're very big steals. 7-year mids here for 20. That's not too bad either. These gold rares really don't look the best even when light play. Ultimate rares though, these are kind of crazy. $500, like that's money. That's all I gotta say. OTS 16 here. Now a lot of people want my thoughts on this, especially Cyber Dragon, so I'm gonna go over that. Droplets dropping to 225 is actually really nice. Hopefully these can drop a little lower, but I'm not shocked that these are the price they are. Ultimate Rare Cyber Dragon here, 193. When should you go for these? I would honestly wait about 2 months and monitor it. If during these 2 months it starts going up, like it starts going up to 220, 230, you're going to have to bite the bullet. But it could go down to 150, 140. So that's kind of what I would get. I feel like this is a card where you might have to pay an arm and a leg for, but yeah, it might start trickling down because that's 34 listings. That's about average for an OTS pack. Like people are just going to start lowering them, and they're going to start undercutting each other by like $1 or 2, and it might eventually actually get somewhere where the money is significant enough. So if you find someone, try to offer them something like, "Hey, I'll give you 140," like, and be a little confident with it, but be like, "Hey, I'll offer you 140 cash. If you get it for 140 cash, that's fine. Even 150, that's all right. At least you can sell it back for more than what you paid for." But I think these are going to drop a little bit because we have 34 listings and people are going to keep listing these. But especially when we get OTS Pack 17, people are going to want different ultis. But I think this card could also go up. So my main conclusion is to watch and hover it over the 2 months because there are cards where you can't really say yes or no to. Just if you get it for cheaper than this by a decent amount, go for it. If not, monitor the card for the next 2 months, and I'll visit it back and within a month and a half probably. Firewall Dragon, $41 here. This is the worst ulti. Actually, a guy who wanted to sell this when he was 65. I offered him 45 bucks for it, which is very fair. I'm a vendor. That's, in my opinion, a very fair price. He said, "Yeah, that's fine, but I think it's gonna go up." Then it went down to like 50. I offered him 35 for it. I said, "Hey, this is not bad." Right? So I was like, "Ah, it's not too bad." And then now this is $40 going down. I don't even want it anymore. Like if you, I think that eventually might not be terrible to go in on, just to get one copy since it's from the anime and yada yada. But plus it's the errata version, which is funny. This is the cheapest version still for an errata. $40. Okay, I know casual players are gonna get mad when they hear this, but if you're playing cybers, the deck's not too much, especially if you got things cheaper, like Silent Mining some money. But a lot of people who like these kinds of decks and they built up day one, they spent like $1 on their Silent Mining, right? So not much money. All $40, you get yourself also something really nice. It's your main boss monster, so you bling it out. Just spend the $40 if you're actually trying to play this card. I think it's fine. 643 for Navals, threes for a Virtual World Gate. These go from like 3 to 6 constantly. This is really an inconsistent card. About $3 for Aldabia. King of Skull Servants here, $2. I think if you want to grab multiples of this, in fact, we're going to take a look here. Yeah, you could grab 15 copies here for $2. I think this is not a terrible card to actually get for $2. Really good. Like if I see people with these in their binders, I actually pick them up. And as you can see here, they do sell quite a bit. So it will be something for the long haul, but I think they're still very nice because people are buying commons at 5s. They could buy supers at 5s or 6s in the future as well. Blackluster Soldier of Chaos here. So this card is getting a ultimate rare. If you guys did not check out my news video, which I'm gonna be honest, I find this very funny. Except for my 5 card time your trade binder, and my market watch. Well, yeah, let's just stick to my 5 cards on your trade battery. No other video does as well as my market watches or market watch related content. Even though 5 cards I have trade battery is kind of market watch related content. The second best thing is actually the news videos. Like I've tried openings and new series, and they don't really stick too much. They'll get like 200 to 300 views, which if you guys watch those videos, I always love and appreciate that. And I always do videos for fun. Like I do openings for fun. That's why they're on the channel. They're not really to get views per se, but they're to have fun. And for me, I have to either go big or go home, where I have to do an epic, awesome opening, like an OTS pack. I can't just buy a box and upload it. I'm not really kind of like that guy, except for when I was maybe beginning. So I go big or go home with it because I like to have a lot of fun. But my news videos do really, really well, and I want to gear towards more of that because I say that and then I drop the ball. But I've been doing more news videos during the summer than I did, in the previous 6 months. So I'm happy about that. Moving along though, these are about 106, 110. I would probably just go grab the ulti or figure out how to grab an ulti, especially if they're only like $30 more. That's not too bad. Or I would probably just go bank, spend 100 something, get 8 packs of OTS and just gamble for it. Why not? Ghost rares are 230, 270. That's not too bad. I actually want to check out Crooked Cook. I forgot why this is used, but people are telling me this is like the bee's knees in the certain combo. You have ultra rares here at like $1. They were always $1. They're still $1. So, okay. Infinite Impermanence, Flames of Destruction here. Also getting an ultimate rare. Near mids are about 75 for a playset. That's actually not bad at all. First Eds, however. Lightly played 85. Near mid. New seller 88. Nah. About $88. Not bad at all. Especially for something like Imperm. Ultra rares and every other version essentially is $25 as well. Whenever it's used, it goes up. Whenever it's not, it goes down. However, Imperm has never really had a very easy, accessible version. So, honestly, seeing the Ultras at like 25, that's really not too bad. Eventually, they're probably going to put this as a rare, something like cheaper. So, actually, there is one thing I need to see here. I actually need to see Gamma here. Because I forgot to put this here for a hand trap. Ultras are $28 here. Supers, I'll get to that in a second. Rares are like $7. Supers from Extreme Force, 17 listings here. Nirmit's place it here for me for 14s. I literally thought these were like 8s or 9s. They quickly go up to $15 though for near mints once these listings are gone. So yeah, Gamma's really controlling the format right now. It's really, really good. In fact, I actually even Driver, right? Yeah, you see 35 cents here. That's all fine and dandy. But the ultra rare drivers here are actually a bit of money too. They're like $2. Like once this copy's gone, they're essentially $2. That to me is actually very insane. I did not expect a card like this to be worth anything. So it's weird to see it. Original rares are like creeping to $1 as well. If we didn't have the reprint Toon Chaos, I think both of these versions would be more. So yeah, you always have to be wary of when a hand trap comes back into the format and when it doesn't, and always pick up hand traps, especially when they're out of format, because you're gonna pick them up cheap and then you're gonna be able to sell them later or trade them later at a way better price than what you picked them up for. Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbits, lightly played are 160. Nirmits are about 170. I still prefer original secrets personally. In fact, we're going to take a look at that. But I am on the lookout for ultimate rares, actually. Ultimate rares just they look so beautiful. But the secret are just like, the ulti and the secret just bring out the colors in two different amazing ways. And that's what I really love about it. But this is my favorite artwork when it comes to a Ghost Bell. Besides me, well, to Ghost Girl, besides maybe Ghost Bell. Near mints are about 43. First editions, though, these are probably still around 50, right? Last time I checked, they were 50. So first I play 53. Yeah, 53 for 4 copies here. Not too bad. First near mints are probably 65. Yeah, on the dot, $65. So see, Ghost Ogre is that kind of card where it's been reprinted, yes, so no other version is going to be worth money besides the secret and the ultimate rare. But if you could grab secrets, I actually think that they're not a bad investment for the future as well. Solemn Judgment Ultimate Rares, I want to show this off very quickly. Light plates are 138. Near mids going up to about 150. This was 180 and now it's dropping. Keep an eye out on this card because if it drops like 120, I would definitely grab them because I think this card still has the potential to go 120, especially if it's ever used in the format or when it comes back into the format. Ulti Book of Moons 140 to the moon, no pun intended. Galateas are $100. You know, I don't. It's. I'll be honest with you. I don't really like this price for Galatea. I think this is ridiculous. Actually, I think Galatea should be around like 50, 60 bucks, maybe half of this. Because when Orcus were in their prime until they got Harpoor banned, this card struggled to reach $35 for a sale. So seeing ultis now that the deck is not played at all at like $100, along with, yes, I know we're on OTS pack 17 soon, but we're still on 16. 17 just got revealed. Thing is though, we got 15. Well, we got 15 and 16 quite quick. Same with 17. So it hasn't actually been 7 OTS packs. It's been more like 4 to 5. I would say 5 OTS packs since this OTS Tournament Pack 10. I think the price is a little ridiculous, but if something shows you is that if you want ultis from an OTS pack, you have until the second OTS after, roughly. Because once we're about to hit the second OTS, start grabbing all that stuff. For example, OTS pack 17 comes out, right? Buy OTS pack on 19 when that gets closer and that's about to come out and like release the stores. Look at OTS 17 and figure out what you want. When OTS pack 20, look at OTS at 18, figure out what you want because that's kind of like the last stand for these kinds of OTS packs. We're seeing a pattern here actually with how they're going to go. If you have this and you buy them at 25, 30, congratulations. I sold mine at 100. I love this card, but I've never played the deck and it always just stood in a binder. So Toon Kingdom here, Ultimate Rare from Tournament Pack 14. New seller here. No, that $5 shipping hurts. In fact, we saw this guy earlier, actually. Well, I mean, they're 42, but then you pay the $5 shipping. So if you buy both, you're really paying like 44, 50. Yeah, it's still cheaper, actually, if you buy both, especially, than this. So, you know, $50 here. 50 across the board. Grab this card before it's too late, because these will go up. I actually, by the way, I finally grabbed my own copies. Do not worry. This was on my list for a long time. I bought one copy, and then I bought my playset, because I wanted a playset for this card. I actually forgot that I had a copy, I'll be honest. Sometimes as a collector, I actually forget what I have. There was one card where I wanted one of it, and I ended up getting 7, and then having to sell the other 6. And then buying another one again because I thought I didn't have it when it was inflated. I was like, I'll just buy the bullet. I really like the card. Man, always keep track of what you have. Various Fiend Ultimate Rare is not enough. That's no thank you. That is about $50 more than I would pay for this garbage card. If you have this, sell it immediately. It is cool, however, because, yeah, it's the first reprinted Ultimate Rare. Hopefully the last reprinted Ultimate Rare. Like, they had to forget. Because I just feel like having 2 Ultimate Rares is the dumbest thing in the world. Man, that was like that's why OTS Pack 1 was like a really weird but hard learning experience. So first heads here. I'm about to get pissed off, I could tell. 65 for no, 60 for light play. $60. Near mints are 95. You can get an original for less than the reprinted Ultimate Rare. If you please excel them and get the correct copy. If you have these are also selling actually a little bit here. So yeah, definitely grab these instead of the reprint. Peril Exceed here, these are about $8.50 to like $10. This card actually sees quite a bit of play, especially in a lot of decks that have to link off randomly, like have a link 1. I think Salmon Great benefit a lot from this card. I think if they for Salmon Great though, not all versions play this, but I think it's a good card in certain decks like that. Trap Tricks also play this because once you make Sarah, you can special summon this, make a little for all that, and then you can make something like Rafflesia or something else. Stop Nib is always really, really good because that's the 5th summon. So if they try to Nibiru on the 5th summon, you can Gravediggers. And not only do you shorten out your deck, get your graveyard loaded with a Trap Hole, but your opponent takes 2,000 damage and you're going to gain destroy a card off their hand. So it's really, really good. Cursed Eldland here. $26 going up to about 27. If you want to play, I mean, if you want to play Eldritch, you have to pay this price. It's ridiculous, but I told people to grab this and the trap cards when this was about $1 or two, and the trap cards were all 50 cents or $1. Because I told them once Golden Lord gets reprinted, these cards are gonna go up. You don't know which ones, so grab them all, right? Because they're all penny stocks, but they're gonna go something crazy like 15. And this went up to about, well, it was 35 at the time it peaked, but there's still 26. So if you got these for like $2, I mean, you literally got a $2 card that you have to track essentially. If you were to sell it online or something. So yeah, 25, $26 here. It's not too bad. And even the trap as you guys see here, $3, $50. So you still got the traps at like 50 cents a dollar. You still made bank too. Elixir, I mean, 24. This is a one of, but it's not going to get reprinted along with this card. Just looks gorgeous. It's an absolutely gorgeous card. Now we're going to go over the Charmers. If you guys appreciate me going over your requests, make sure to smash that like button. If you get 60 likes, that'd be great. Oh yeah, and if you're buying any of these cards, especially the Charmers on TCG Player, please buy the link down in the description below. Helps out the channel to know this cost you. I just want to say very quickly though that I eventually do want to do more YouTube in my life, especially if it ever pays well. I'm not pressuring you guys to do anything or use my affiliate or leave a like or anything, but this was always something I want to do for fun. So if I could ever actually take it seriously, and I'm okay with that, especially because, you know, I have a fiance, we want to have children, and when that time comes, you have to prioritize, right? You can't do what you want for fun. I would still do YouTube, by the way. Do not worry. Just not often, not as often. So while you guys see 4 to 5 uploads a week, you probably see one or two, maybe three, right? It all just depends, and I'd definitely be more market watch focused. Like, I wouldn't have time to like edit openings, all that, unless I paid someone an editor for fun. But eventually, if I could take like some time off work and, you know, actually do this, that would actually be a bit of a dream job. Just because I do like this card game a lot. Like, it's the one thing that's stuck with me. And if you guys are as old as me, I'm 23 years old, you kind of get a rude awakening that a lot of things don't stick by you. You know, friends come and go, people like family that you're supposed to love you leave, right? A lot of things don't really stick for you, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that one escapism and one thing that I always could rely on. So it's more like me having a relationship with this game and why I probably love it so much and why I'm not getting tired of it. Along with, I just love collecting cool cards. I love the community. Don't get me wrong, I love all those things. But the memories of when I had some of my best friends playing this card game and had some of the greatest times going every Sunday to my locals and playing, like, getting reminded of that, it really brings a smile on my face. And, like, as you grow older, you know, those memories get more crucial. I'm sorry if I went on an emotional rant here. I apologize. I was actually very busy today, guys, but I wanted to get you guys a video anyway. I had to do some lawyer stuff. I had to do some TCG player shop stuff, and then I had to do some other stuff involving school coming up and more. So it's been as I get busier and busier, I just remember these things and I hold on to Yu-Gi-Oh even tighter. So if I'm jumping around a little bit in this video, I really do apologize. I know that's kind of the Team Sakuratsu way, but yeah. Oh, and if you stay this long, we're also going to have Jake from Team Sakuras on the next Market Watch. So, probably in Market Watch tomorrow, actually. So, leave a bunch of cards in the comment section below because I want them to see the market. These are about 700 here, right? Not too bad here for English. Then this goes to 915. So, you actually are paying roughly like 80% before this hits 1,000. I mean, I feel like this card's just not worth it. Because this is the worst. It looks gorgeous, but it's the worst. One of the worst Charmers to use. In fact, one thing I want to actually show you guys is Starlight Apollosa here is 1,200. Right? And this has 6 listings, 10 listings. 142, 132. I actually want to see sealed boxes are 120. And they're actually rising. You know, Rising Rampage is I feel like as a sealed set is going to go to the moon because of how you basically have a 5% chance to pull a Starlight, and if you do, you have a half chance of pulling over a grand. So if you could get, like, say, a case for less than 1,000, it's not too bad. It's a gamble as well, since you're pulling, hey, one of this, you might pull a Starlight. You're gonna be pulling first set Secret Apolosas that are like, let's see how much these are very quickly, because this set still has some value, doesn't it? Let it play 27, first set near mints. I got one for 14. A spare one. First set near mints. is to the moon a little bit. $40. Well, if you got originals when they dropped to 20, like I told you guys, 'cause I said, hey, this is way too low for this card. Congratulations, you made a lot of money. We're gonna type in Rising Rampage here. Uh, yeah, and Yu-Gi-Oh. So let's see this. So you have that. You have Fortune Lady Every's here. These should be about $12 for first internet. Yeah, about $11 for first internet. So you have that making you some money. You get 2 secrets per box. You get those two. Coral Anime, about $9-10 here. So you have like 3 secrets above the $10 mark. Gizmek Orochi, I have this covered later actually, but 550 so far. These are like 6, 7. This card is gonna go up, by the way. It's probably gonna double very soon. You have these at like fours, fours, two, two. You have the rare for $2. That's not bad actually. I actually picked one of these up as a throw-in, so I'm very happy. Dollar, dollar, dollar. Sorry guys, a little bit of indigestion there. Dollar, dollar, almost a dollar, dollar, like 70 cents. Dollar for Fortune Lady Calling. Huh. All right. 25 cents. But yeah, rest of this set's kind of worthless. But while this set could use some more value, the cards do have a potential to increase. And this was a very prominent set when it came out. So, yeah. Area the Wire Charmer, Gentle, Starlight Rare. These are 625 going to 700. And let's see. These are, oh my god, they're selling every day here. Yeah, 16. And I went over this, I think. I told someone, hey, it's going to go even higher. I don't know if I said it's going to go higher to grab them or not. But I said it was going to go higher for sure. And I guess people grabbed them because 625 is the new price. I paid $300 for mine. Back when this card... Yeah, back when this card kind of came out, it was like maybe April? Yeah, it was a month after Eternity Code. Good times. Lida, the Charmer here, right, is about... A lot of new sellers, about 350. Wow, there's no verified sellers. That's kind of weird on the first page. Yeah, 390. So not too bad here for Line Lustrous. And this card is very usable as well. So just remember that because you can turn your Light Multiple Graveyard, special summon to your side field. You face like Dragon Link or some other type of deck or a deck that is using hand traps, like even like Veiler. This card is going to keep going up. So I think this is the reason why this Charmer is kind of hit almost 400 is because it's probably the most meta Charmer. Asa's here, calm down to about 300, not too bad here. Hita's 280. I told people to grab these at 190. And these went up while Earth Charmers went down. And all Earth Charmers, they were always about like 250. So, I feel like I'm going to grab Starlight Charmers more of them eventually. Probably next month because I feel like Area could go to 500. I really do. Not too many pages as well. And they do sell quite often, so... Spell Striker World Championship 2007 here. These are about... Near mint 2 copies here from New Seller at $6. 6 for lightly played here. Verified near mints are about $8. So, this card can be special summoned by removing 1 spell card in your graveyard from play. This card can attack your opponent's life points directly. Battle damage to this card's controller from a battle involving this card becomes 0. So when it attacks directly, hold on. Oh yeah, so when it attacks directly, they take like 600, but if they attack this, you take like 0 damage. It's not too bad. It's a very good extender, especially since it's Earth, so it could go into a lot of things. I think this card actually is very viable. It's not a bad card to grab. Like, if you're actually looking at a game promo to invest in, we've seen these go to 30s before when they've been used because they pop in and out of relevancy once in a blue moon. Not too often, but these were like $2-3 for near mints. Now they're like 8. So every time they get bought out, it moves the ceiling up a little more to the point where eventually these are going to be very hard to get in good condition because it is a 2007 card. Gizmek Orochi. Ultra rares are like after these 2 copies are like $3.50 going up to $4. Secret rares are first light play at $5.50 for a near mint, going up to about $4 or $5. So ultras are going almost up to the price of secret rares, which I find a little kind of crazy. I feel like that's really dumb. So if you guys are looking for a good investment, I actually think Orochi's secret rares are very good, especially because Rising Rampage. People are gonna want to keep that sealed or crack it open for the Starlight rare. So whatever we have on the market from this is whatever you have, because eventually, as sealed product goes up, every card in it goes up higher. 100 listings may seem like a lot, but I don't really think so. Getting first edge for fives, not bad, especially if Grid Module ever becomes a thing. You know, you banish 8 cards from the top of your deck face down, special summon this card. You can banish 3 cards from your extra deck, so you face a monster on the field. Destroy it. So it's really good in Grid Modular decks that like benefit from being banished, because it's essentially, a face-up pop. And it's not bad. You can link it off. It's a level 8 to overlay. It doesn't restrict you in any way. It's a good card. Grand Maju super rares are actually almost the $3 to $4 here. So yeah, I always thought this was a very good super rare to actually invest in. Spark Blaster Ultimate from Cybernetic Revolution. Someone told me that first edge went to the moon. Something about $50. So I need to see this for myself. 25. All right, already. I think this is stupid. Ow. Man, this is some vintage values level of thinking. If this was the hero card that people decide to buy out, we have like Mattel Series Thunder, Giant. We have all, GX promo cards like Absolute Zero, The Shining, which is also a great Stephen King movie. All these other great cards that are hero related to invest in. And someone sat there and with money and made a conscious decision to invest in fucking Spark Blaster. These kids need to be blasted. All right. There's, I don't even feel good making that joke. Like, they just need their money, like, frozen, right? Or overseen by an adult, or like a parent or a guardian, an older sister, their wife's boyfriend. I don't know. But if whoever did this, I've never seen, probably, this is probably one of the, like, worst Ultimate Rare buyouts I've seen from someone who thinks that, oh, it says hero on it, it's okay. It's definitely the worst, but it's definitely one of the worst. It's one of the worst ulti buyouts I've seen in a long time. And I've seen a lot of bad ulti buyouts. It's up there. Ugh. That's just fucking disgusting. I just want to move on. I'm sorry. Field Center, never request this. Whoever requested this, listen, thanks for the info, but no one requests this card again. I don't want to see it more than once in my life. My actual gastritis is acting up. Field Center token from Link Karibo Yu-Gi-Oh! Day. Now, this was like, yeah, as you guys see, are like $20. Like, I just want to see more sales here. Yeah, Nearmatch sold at like 8, 10, 12. Now they're like 95. No one's buying that. In fact, $50 is ridiculous. Like, see something wrong? Yeah, this pricing. Yeah, if you have this, just sell it. I just think it's kind of ridiculous. Heavy Malfo's Electromite here from Extreme Force. First sets are like $13. I'm going over this because eventually we're going to get this card back. Do not think we're not. Konami eventually will give us this card, and when we do, probably could go up to about 25, 30, to maybe 35 a copy. A lot of people, especially Pendulum players, are very stubborn to give up their copy as well. So it's not like this card's going to go higher than that, but if you got, just so you guys know, it is July 22nd. We got the ban list. It's about a month old. We're getting our next one, I believe, in like October or maybe late September. But I think it's October. But in the next couple days, you're going to want to start looking at the ban cards and looking at the ban list and figure out, hey, what do I want to buy? What do I want to do to save up all that? Because it's coming. 2018, okay, this is actually really a lot cheaper because usually these rival like 10, 11. These dropped severely. Going up to $10 here, yeah, $7 is not too bad for this, especially if someone had a place and you get it from the same seller, would be convenient. Broken Line. So when a spell trap or monster effect is activated to this card's column while this card is set, negate the activation if you do destroy that card. So this is a counter trap, and it's not bad, but like I'm surprised it's $3 because number one, you have to set it. Number two, It's a specific, negate to the point where you have to activate something in the same column. Yeah, you could set it maybe like to the left or right of the link zone. You could kind of trap a monster there, sure. But it's like, why would you not? I mean, it could stop spells and traps, so it has that overstrike. I don't think it's terrible, but $3. Maybe if someone knows something I don't. That's kind of what I'm thinking when I look at this card. But if you find these somewhere for 50 cents or $1, you could grab them. Contact C. These are also like $3. Like, I know this is what this card does. It's not a bad side deck. Uh, they have to use this as a fusion deck, synchro, XYZ, or link summon. So if they're locked into something, you could reveal this special set. That's really good for the links for the XYZs and all that. And synchros, this basically stops it right away. So it's not a bad card. I want to say it's the original version worth something as well. Oh my god, it's probably worth like $2. Heretic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres. These are, once this copy's gone from this newsletter, almost $4. I told people to grab these at 150. If you did, congratulations, your card's already doubled. So, am I shocked? Absolutely not. Bahaldra, the Great Radiance, Starlight Rare. These are about $95. So these aren't even 100 anymore. They're dropping. Nobody wants the Starlight Rare. Personally, I'm kind of waiting for the right person to have this, because I would probably offer $65 on this. This is a card where it looks super cool, but it's probably, unless it's used, it's not going to go up. We said the same thing for Gaia. Gaia's at they're about $100. But that's also because it's a Gaia. 250 here, 350, 450. Someone bought one for 500. Ugh. Hey, if you got this for cheap, congratulations. You made a lot of money. What I'm saying is this could be next. It's not gonna be for a while, but again, this is a Rise of the Duelist Starlight Rare, so you have to keep that in mind. Amazing Time Ticket. Ultra Rares. 19. So a lot of people prefer the secrets, but these are still very collectible. I would actually grab these. Secret rares here being about $13. Listen, Amazement is a very, very good engine. This is something you're going to want, because by the time a Dawn Majesty hits, these are going to go up. So I would invest into your Amazement cards right now. This is something you shouldn't wait for. Arlen Nico, and if you guys don't know, this is like a better multi-faker. You banish. I'll read it for you guys. You banish any number of attraction traps from the graveyard, which is very easy to do. And then target that many cards your opponent controls, destroy them. Quick. And this could basically be used as a quick effect. All that. Very good interruption. Very good board clear. And then once per turn, if a trap card is activated, you can special summon this card from your hand. So as long as it's activated, right? So it's not like your own. Like, I think multi-faker might be your own. This card is just trap card activated. If your opponent normally special summons a monster except during the battle step, control one of those face-up monsters, equip one attraction trap card from the deck to that target. What that does is it doesn't only load up your graveyard, but it gives your opponent effects that stop them as well. Very, very good card. $18, grab them. And these are from new sellers. Grab them immediately. Live Twin Key Seeker of Frost. $4. Yeah, these are not too much money, but this is the one, like, what's it called? Live Twin card that is kind of staying at a decent, relatively price, because it stayed at this price at release and never really dropped. So just something to keep in mind. The first Dark Lord here, dollars. I mean, I think people are getting this card because it looks cool. One video I actually want to make for you guys very, very soon is actually a how to make token video. It might not do well view-wise, but it's something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. The next video is probably going to be a double market watch, because there's a lot to cover in the market, and I want Team Sakura or Jake to be on, like I said. But after that, I want either start on the Hobby League video or the token video. Just depends on how easy one is. Chaos Ruler, the Chaotic Magical Dragon here. These are about $37 here. I don't know what's happening or where this card's used, but if you have it, sell it. Tins are going to reprint this like a motherfucker. Also, very quickly here, I just want to say about making tokens. Making tokens, believe it or not, used to be a Yu-Gi-Oh casual pastime. Making tokens was not as, not that's unheard of, but it was a lot more common back then, right? You'd see a lot more handmade tokens, especially using stuff from like Legendary Collection tokens, where you would be able to put it fully over the scapegoat, and it would just be shiny all over. It would look almost Konami made, and a lot of people actually made stuff like that. And there's people who got into better and better stuff with it. And it used to be more common. I did it like 2 or 3 times, and I don't know what the connection was, but I used to actually board. And when replacing my bearings, for some reason, me and my teammate who also played Yu-Gi at the time, uh, hopefully he's doing well. While we replaced our bearings and everything, we also made tokens because it's a bit of a long process. But when we're just talking and stuff, making tokens, we get like 15, 20 shitty cards, make tokens, and hey, people want them for $5 at times. And you know what? But when I was a kid, I wasn't vending all that. I had a bit of a collection, but more, especially more than other people my age and other casuals, but I kept it usually at home. This kind of helped me pay for tournament fees, get a little bit of trade. It was nice. So I kind of want to bring that passion back into the game. I kind of want people to start trying to make tokens again. Like, I don't want that to die. Ice Dragon's Prison, $35 going up to 38. Not bad actually. This is affordable, but again, it's gonna get reprinted soon. Infernal Arms Durandal is bought out. 10 listings here. 9, 12, 15. I don't understand. I really don't. Triple Tactical Talents here. 127 going up to about 130. Ah, that's all I gotta say. I mean, it's gonna get reprinted. Hopefully it goes down, but secrets are gonna stay above 80. If you got these at 60, that was really good. That's where I got mine. But then it went up to one. It went up to 120. That was like a panic kind of thing after the ban list, and I ended up selling mine. And I was gonna buy them later, but I thought to myself, I'm not playing at locals even. Why should I buy this card? Maybe I should try playing without it. And like a couple months went by before I started really playing at locals again. So, like every week or every 2 weeks, it'd be like once a month, and it was just like whatever. So, kind of happy I sold mine when I did. Forbidden Droplets, 105 going to like 115 here. Not bad. Not bad at all. I think these are actually quite affordable, but when we get the reprint, hopefully these will actually drop. And I think if you get originals at like 65, when they get reprinted, that's a good deal. Koki Mirror Supplier. I just want to see what Rising Ramp. Let me refresh this. I apologize. 365. This card doesn't sell. It's Rise of the Duelist Symptom. Speedroid Carp Turbo. Nobody's paying this. Like again, Rise of the Duelist, bro. It's just. I mean, at least this card's used. But 250. Everyone talked about it's a penny stonk. Look, it's finally a penny stonk. Ooh, congratulations. There was like 20 others that were better. Borlo Dragon, Circuit Break here. 850. First I plays are 950. First I near mids are about $10. Yeah, about $10 here. I actually ended up picking one up for about 6 the other day. And you guys have to remember, because there's 41 listings here, right? But when you go to first set, there's only 23, and they quickly go up to like $18 right here. There's not too many listings here. This is not a bad rank 4. Neither player can target this card with monster effects. So it has a bit of protection. Quick effect, you target face-up monster on the field, lose 500 attack and defense. Pokemon activate cards or effects or responses. To this effect's activation, what's really good about this is if your opponent activates something, you or something along those lines, you chain this, or you chain a negation, and then chain this to your like negation. They can't respond with anything else. That's what's actually really good about this card. To give it an actual example, let's pretend that they have strike, uh, right? Like a solemn strike for something you're making you play. You have Borreload. Let's pretend you have solemn judgment, or yeah, let's say you have dark bribe. Actually, you have dark bribe, but they have solemn judgment set. They're about to solemn judgment your dark bribe. You don't know that when you activate dark bribe, just chain this. It's really good actually. It's not bad. But this also is an anime only card. Well, not anime only, but an anime card. I think his name was Barrel or Rocket or Riser Shooter, whoever. Use this card. $18 and it quickly goes up. It's not bad actually. Not bad. In fact, wait, where's my copy for $9.98? That's oh yeah, okay. My bad, guys. I was on the first page. But yeah, you still have a couple copies here, but not much still. Then the last card I have today is Licorice Recital Starling here from Circuit Break. Comments are like $2, $2.50. So if you have these in your bulk, start selling them. Get yourself some McDonald's money. And with that, if you guys enjoyed the market watches, let me know in the comment section below what you guys want me to see in the next market watch. What got bought out? What card should I look at? If you guys can leave a like and subscribe, that would also be very wonderful. I always appreciate when you guys do that. If you're buying any cards off TCG Play, please leave my affiliate link down in the description below. And consider checking out my Instagram here, actually. I reached 100 followers, over 100 followers. So I'm really happy about that. Because I was actually aiming for... I think I was aiming for 150 by the end of the year. I wanted to keep kind of in the middle because I thought 100 was a little low, 200 was a little high, and currently we're in mid-July, so we have about a month and a half, 4.5 months to get 30 followers. So that's actually not too bad. As you guys see here, I actually try to post at least twice a week. Sometimes I go a week without posting, but it happens. This is something that I actually was able to take a picture of recently, which is the Mahad, and this is the version you actually win. This is like $1,500 actually. I was actually I offered 1,000 to the guy. It's like $1,000 cash. I'll go up to the ATM and grab it. $1,000, like that's gonna hurt me a lot, but I know what this is gonna be worth. I know I want a house payment, and yeah. Uh, so yeah, I will see you guys in the next market watch. And remember, if you have any copies of the spare copies, please sell this immediately.